Nagkamali kami. Nagkamali kami ng turo ng tax filing ngayong 2024. Under kasi na Republic Act number 11976 or the Ease of Paying Taxes Act, ang filing ng ating tax returns ngayon ay electronic na. Wala nang manual filing. At ang electronic filings ay, ang turo namin, EFPS and EBIR forms. So, tinuro namin sa inyo na pwede nang gumamit ng EBIR forms online filing ang mga EFPS taxpayers kahit walang tax advisory ng BIR. So ngayon po, i-correct natin siya kasi nagbaba ang BIR ng clarification through its Revenue Memorandum Circular. Okay, pag-aralan po natin siya. So nagbaba po yung BIR ng Revenue Regulation Number 4 Series of 2024 dated March 22, 2024 implementing the tax filing and payment of our internal revenue taxes para po sa Ease of Paying Taxes Act. So, sabi po sa Section 3, malinaw po kasi itong tinuro namin, Section 3. Malinaw. Section 3 of Revenue Regulation Number 4 Series of 2024. Modes of filing of tax returns and payment of internal revenue taxes. The filing of tax returns shall be done electronically in any of the available electronic platforms. So, dalawang electronic platforms lang po ang available sa pagpa-file ng ating tax return. Yun yung EFPS at EBIR forms online filing. So, kaya po namin nasabi na pwede nang gumamit ng EBIR forms online filing without tax advisory ang mga EFPS taxpayers kasi dito sa wordings na malinaw naman dito sa provisions ng Section 3 ng RR 4 2024. Sabi niya, the filing of tax returns shall be done electronically in any of the available electronic platforms. So, ang ginamit po na word ay any, kahit ano. Okay? Kahit ano. Okay? So, kaya po namin nasabi na yung mga EFPS registered taxpayers pwedeng gumamit ng EBIR forms online filing kahit walang tax advisory kasi any. Pwede tayo gumamit ng any available electronic platforms sa pag-file electronically ng ating tax return. Ngayon, after March 22, 2024, nagbaba ang Bureau of Internal Revenue ng Revenue Memorandum Circular number 87 Series of 2024 dated July 19, 2024. August na po ito pinablish sa BIR website pero ang date niya ay July 19, 2024. Okay? So, subsequently, after ng discussion natin ng filing ng tax return electronically in any electronic platform ng BIR under ng RR 4 2024. So, basahin po natin yung kanyang clarification. Question number 1 natin. Under po ng RMC number 87 2024. Question number 1. Are existing revenue issuances mandating certain taxpayers to use the EFPS in the filing of tax returns and payment of taxes due thereon repealed by Section 3 of RR number 4 2024? Yung binasa natin kaninang Section 3. Sabi niya, no. The provisions of RR mandating taxpayers to use the EFPS in the filing of tax returns and payment of taxes had not been repealed, since it is not in contrary to the provisions of Section 3 of RR 4 2024. Likewise, under the said provision, all tax returns shall now be filed electronically. Kaya nga pero wala naman kasi sinabi yung RR 4 2024 na yung mga EFPS, registered taxpayers, EFPS pa rin sila. Ang ginamit na word ng RR 4 2024 ay any. So, kaya po namin tinuro na EFPS pwede gumamit ng EBIR without tax advisory. Kasi nga, any. Alam niyo naman Tagalog ng any, di ba? Kahit ano. So, malinaw yung wording. Pero nagbaba yung BIR ng RMC to clarify those provisions. Hence, taxpayers who are already enrolled in the said system, speaking of EFPS, shall continue using it. There are, however, taxpayers identified in the previous issuances who are mandated to use EFPS but were not able to enroll in the said system. With the issuance of RR 4 2024, these taxpayers shall now have the option to use the EBIR form facility for them to be able to comply with the electronic filing of tax returns. So malinaw po, yung mga EFPS registered taxpayers existing ay gagamit pa rin ng EFPS. So EFPS before the Ease of Paying Taxes Act, EFPS pa rin kayo after the implementation of the Ease of Paying Taxes Act natin. Malinaw. So dati kasi tinuro namin EFPS kayo before the Ease of Paying Taxes Act. After ng Ease of Paying Taxes Act, pwede na kayo gumamit ng ABIR forms online filing even without tax advisory. So, kino-correct na po namin kayo ngayon under po ng RMC 87/2024. So, even it is RMC lang, Revenue Memorandum Circular, kinaklarify niya yung Revenue Regulation Number 4/2024 na inisyo ni DOF Secretary and under recommendation ng Commissioner of Internal Revenue. This is still valid. Okay, tandaan niyo po yun. BIR administrative issuances are still valid without court decision invalidating the said issuances. Tandaan niyo po yan. So, valid po ito. Okay? So, kung gusto niyo questionin ito, you have to go to the court to invalidate this provision. So, pero yung mga mag-i-enroll pa lang, hindi pa nakaka-enroll after the effectivity of the Ease of Paying Taxes Act, pwede daw kayo gumamit ng EBIR forms, online filing natin, para sa electronic filing ng inyong tax return until makapag-enroll na kayo sa EFPS at makapagbayad na kayo ng inyong tax return sa EFPS. Okay? Malinaw dito. So, yung mag-i-enroll pa lang, yung mga required na mag-i-enroll pa lang na hindi pa enrolled o hindi pa existing EFPS taxpayers after the Ease of Paying Taxes Act natin, pwede kayo gumamit ng EBIR forms. Pero yung mga existing na EFPS taxpayers, kayo ay EFPS pa rin. Hindi kayo pwedeng gumamit ng EBIR forms na walang tax advisory. Contrary do sa aming tinuro before. Okay? Tuloy po natin. Taxpayers already enrolled in the EFPS may only be allowed to use the EBIR form facility if there is an advisory of the unavailability of the EFPS. So as we said, EFPS before the Ease of Paying Taxes Act, EFPS after the Ease of Paying Taxes Act. Without tax advisory ng BIR, hindi tayo pwede gumamit ng EBIR forms. Okay? So, bakit ko ba in-emphasize yung EFPS pwede gumamit ng EBIR dati, before this issuance ng RMC 87/2024? Kasi ang EFPS mahirap gamitin. Lalong-lalo na kung deadline ka mag-file ng tax return mo, hindi siya ma-access kasi sa dami ng taxpayers na nag-access sa BIR website. Ang EBIR, download mo lang siya, install mo sa computer mo, Windows system, wag Apple Mac computer kasi hindi siya tinatanggap ng MacBook OS. Tinatanggap lang siya ng Windows OS. Okay? Tapos kahit hindi kailangan i-access yung EBIR forms sa BIR website kasi dina-download at ini-install yon sa ating computer, laptop or personal computer pero hindi pwede tablet. Next natin ay, if the electronic platforms such as EFPS, EBIR forms, and tax software providers of the BIR are not available, manual filing shall be allowed. In our own experience po, since 2016, hindi pa po naging unavailable ang EBIR forms. Magiging unavailable lang yan kapag may kalamidad. Katulad nangyari kay Super Typhoon Karina. Hindi available yung ating internet connection, so hindi tayo makapag-file through EBIR forms. Through internet connection. Nagbaba yung BIR ng extension. O kaya yung BIR magbaba ng memorandum na pwede i-allow tayo ng manual. Pero hindi pa naging unavailable ang EBIR forms since our experience 2016, 2024 na 8 years na. Okay, hindi pa nagiging unavailable ang EBIR forms. Okay, always available yan basta may internet connection tayo. Ang suggestion namin sa iba, kung wala kayong laptop, wala kayong computer, you may go to the computer shop o internet cafe, tapos mag-download, install kayo ng EBIR forms, tapos doon kayo magka-file, doon kayo mag-fill out, doon kayo mag-submit online. Make sure na magpaalam lang kayo doon sa bantay ng internet cafe para payagan kayo mag-download kasi yung ibang internet cafe hindi nag-aalaw mag-download ng software sa kanilang computer kasi baka ma-virus. Okay? So, maraming salamat po. Yun na po yung ating correction. Dati, sinabi namin nga, yung mga EFPS taxpayers, pwede na mag-EBIR forms without the tax advisory ng BIR kasi sabi ng RR4 2024, any, alam nyo naman ang any, kahit ano, napakadaling intindihin, di ba? Pero kinalarify siya ng BIR under RMC 87/2024 na hindi. Mali ka, Sir Mark. Hindi, mali ka, Sir Mark. Mali ka. Kasi ang mga EFPS ay EFPS pa rin. Okay? Gagamit pa rin sila ng EFPS, yung mga existing EFPS taxpayers. Pero yung mga mag-register pa lang na hindi pa nakaka-enroll, pwede gumamit ng EBIR forms. Okay? Until makapag-enroll na sila sa EFPS. Okay? Thumbs up? Gets nyo na? So, comment yes sa ating comment section kung naintindihan nyo po yung ating topic. Comment nyo lang po kung kayo ay book owners natin, HC book owners, online participants, seminar participants natin kung saan saang face-to-face. You may message us on our Facebook page if you have further clarification on our topic today. Okay? Maraming salamat po. And we would like to invite you to our online education if you want to learn more how to file and pay your own tax returns, BIR tax audit, bookkeeping, financial statements na may kinalaman sa BIR tax compliance. Mas maganda nang meron tayong alam kaysa wala. Kahit naman meron kayong accountant or accounting firm or auditing firm or law firm na gumagawa ng inyong tax returns compliance, mas maganda na pong merong alam ang business owners o taxpayers. Okay? So, you may go to our BIR, to our official website, atcbebe.com. Nandun po yung mga available nating mga books na may exclusive na ATC online videos. So, hindi nyo babasahin yung ating libro para pag-aralan kasi very technical yung mga terminologies sa ating tax compliance. So, ini-explain po natin siya step by step through our exclusive ATC video on our website na available lang sa ating mga HC book owners. Okay? So, package na po yun. Pre-delivery po tayo within the Philippines. Check nyo lang po yung ating description ng video. Nandun po yung link kung paano mag-order ng ating RWB book. Or you may message us on our Facebook page, Viber, or email for some clarifications on how to order o what to order RWB books na fit sa business ninyo. Okay? So maraming salamat po. My name is Mark Lord ng Bumaga, your RWB teacher, na lagi po nagsasabing, be educated po and you will be empowered. Kita-kits mo tayo sa mga next updates natin. Please follow us, subscribe now, like or share our video para po sa mga willing matuto ng mga business owners din. Okay? Maraming salamat po. Bye-bye!